Infinity 84, the latest issue. Nostalgia, sci-fi and cult. You've got lots of things. You've got here toys. You've also got the Doctor Who Appreciation Society, Are You Being Served, Bond, Irwin Allen, Run for Your Life, Aliens vs Predator, all in one amazing magazine. There's also Dark Side, absolutely brilliant one. That's the horror stuff and it's just great. Lots and lots of wonderful reviews and also articles about all kinds of horror. And here's the features, some really great stuff in this issue. You got Fantastic Voyage, brilliant Italian singer, Irwin Allen, Are You Being Served, and lots of other things as well. As ever, a brilliant introduction, this time about Bond, and of course Amazon's got Bond. What will they do with that franchise? This looks good, a lovely book there, Lost Worlds, Giant Apes and Dinosaurs. Also, you got Four-Sided Triangle coming soon, and that's going to be on Hammer 4K. He was great. Julian Holloway, appeared in lots of great films. Sadly died. Didn't know anything about that, I must admit. Michelle Trachtenberg, that was on the TV. It was quite a bit, of course. Dawn from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and also many other shows as well. A lovely section about Aliens and Predator. Well, all the comics anyway. As ever, some great letters. That's particularly excellent. Been thoroughly enjoying him in the Dr. Mabuse series. I've been getting the Blu-rays and they're brilliant, absolutely great. Of course, he was in Goldfinger as well. Also, Fantastic Voyage. I did look to see about the DVD of that. Quite expensive, but it's still worth checking out. Of course, there's also some lovely Dell comics, or I should say Gold Key. I love music, and I must admit, I didn't know about this song. Pretty terrible, isn't it? But wow, since actually finding about this, I've been playing it over and over again. And of course, lots of his other music as well. Really fascinating. Love Euro music, sort of Italian music and Italian soundtracks. And this is just brilliant. Fascinating stuff. They got another book coming out, Diary of the Dead, the movies of George A. Romero. I mean, that should be brilliant. I'm really looking forward to see that. Also, a lovely section about Irwin Allen, of course, Lost in Space, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, and many, many more. Such as Animal World, The Sea Around Us, and also this one, The Story of Mankind. Love these. They've always got great posters. This one's The Naked Prey, and also there's Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea as well. Here it is. This is probably the first section I always turn to, the reviews. And this one is Night Moves. Of course, Gene Hackman recently died. Perhaps not one I'm going to go for, but still fascinating review about him and the film. We've also got The Long Kiss Goodnight, and this one, Hard Boiled. Brilliant. This one is a 3-pulp thriller and a brilliant French films. I've been watching quite a few reviews of it and it just looks amazing. So this is one from Radiance. They've been bringing out some great stuff of late. And there's also Scanners as well. Absolute classic science fiction or horror film. And you can see there the rating, of course, for it. Like Starburst, I wonder if they'll bring out a massive big book of all the reviews, maybe in 10 or 20 years' time. That would be amazing. An absolute complete list of all the great shows and films that we've seen in recent years. One thing they haven't put in recently, soundtracks. What's happened to the soundtracks? I love soundtracks. This is brilliant. Model animation. And you've got here, Dreams of Toyland, 1908. All the things you ever want to know about animation. And some really great picks and some really interesting films as well. This section's always brilliant. Molesworth's Musing. This time he's talking about the Doctor Who Appreciation Society on the eve of its 49th birthday. Really fascinating article, all about various things, about their membership and much, much more. The Amazing Grace Brothers. Are You Being Served? I was really surprised that there were not many episodes. I thought there were thousands of episodes. Saying that, I have got the DVD of the entire set, so obviously isn't that many, but it's just a great little article going through all of the history of the Grace Brothers, of course, and it's fascinating. The latest books from Ghoulish Publishing. I love that name, Ghoulish Publishing. Dead scary. I really, really love that. Still got to buy that one. John Carpenter. Really love lots of his films, so that should definitely be something to pick up at some point. Then we got The Naked Prey, Run for Your Life, and it's got some lovely pictures here about this film. And then on to James Bond, The Rising Sun. I'm always surprised that there's so many great stories that have never been filmed. I've got loads of wonderful James Bond comic books from the 60s, and they were just great. So I'd love to see some of those turned into movies. And this one's got lots of illustrations as well and examples. Hey, the man with the golden gun. I mean, what a great cover that is. And talking about comics, Colonel Sun. That would be a great collection to bring out. Some of the brilliant James Bond artwork. Truly hope they bring out some specials again. This is the first annuals from Ghoulish Publishing. I love that name, Ghoulish Publishing. Hammer Horrors, as well as License to Thrill. I thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really good. The Sci-Fi special. Brilliant, with all loads of ones. Obviously, Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Avengers, and many, many more. Never think of The Avengers particularly as spy, but I guess it is. And some of their other books as well. You've got some really good ones. The Italian one is superb. Italian horror. Also, you've got Hammer, Amicus, and British horror films, and that's pretty good as well. As ever, there's a long list of all the various back issues. You can also get them as digital downloads, which is really great. And you can see the next issue, 85, coming out on the 29th of May 2025, and it looks like it's going to be a great issue. Slade in Flame. Brilliant. I'm looking forward to that Blu-ray. Certainly it's going to be amazing. Also, Inspector Clouseau, Tarzan and the Lost Safari, also Godzilla versus the Thing, and also, of course, Star Wars, and there's going to be many others as well, I expect. And some books here, long out of print, best-selling publications. You've got Thailand, Classic Screen Monsters, and Invasion. Definitely worth picking up, I'm quite certain. And they're only £10 each. Well, that one's 15. Well, Infinity, just a brilliant issue as ever. Always the one issue I rush for when I go down to W.H. Smith's near the end of the month. Always worth picking up. Also, of course, Dark Side as well. Always check that out as well. And there's, of course, many other great magazines as well there. Also, you can get it online, of course. And, of course, many other news agents are available, not just W.H. Smith's, or whatever they're going to be called fairly soon. Really enjoyed virtually all of those articles in there. But I'm also surprised by the reviews. Would be nice to see some movie soundtracks. It used to have a section of that. Would be nice to see that again. But still, really good that I think all of the various Blu-rays and 4Ks, etc., I think are actually available in the UK. So you're going to pick this up? Have you been picking up previous issues? Will you get it on download? Or do you pop into your local newsagents and pick up a copy? Well, I hope you found this of interest. Any questions and thoughts about the magazine? Please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Bye.